Ho ho ho! Merry December! Do you like my new wallpaper? It's sticking around, so cheers. Hey, Editing Hannah here. As you may have noticed, it's not December anymore. Sorry about that. I meant to get this video up at the end of 2022, but I figured I can still post this video because the things that were my favorite in 2022 are still good things to get in 2023. Also, by the way, nothing in this video is sponsored. I promise I'm not important enough yet to get paid to do things. So just take everything as a genuine endorsement because it is. Hi neighbor, my name is Hannah. Welcome back to my channel, Pretty Hippie Me, and today I am going to talk to you about my favorites of 2022 since I've been gone this whole year from this channel. This is just for the curious who want to know what kind of lifestyle items, makeup, and fashion items I have been loving in 2022. There's not much more to it than that, other than, like this video, subscribe to my channel, blah, blah, blah. So let's get on into it, and we're gonna start with lifestyle items. The first lifestyle item I've really been enjoying this year is Facebook Marketplace. I have not been a consistent shopper on Facebook Marketplace until this year. I'm not the type of person who really wants to go to strangers' houses and pick up items, but I've found a lot of sellers who are willing to ship stuff this year, and I've gotten some good cat toys and furniture and wallpaper. I've probably made like 10 Facebook Marketplace purchases this year, and only one of them has turned out to be, just not great. I think there are a lot of drop shippers who sell via Facebook Marketplace, which I don't necessarily have a problem with because they're selling the stuff for cheaper there. So wherever I can get the savings, that is where I will go. If you haven't checked out Facebook Marketplace before, look for things that are brand new and that ship to you because there are a good amount of things and I've had a good experience so far. Along those lines, I've also recently discovered Etsy. I know I'm way behind, but this is the first time I've actually really gone shopping on there. That is where I did actually get one of the wallpapers that I put up, and I've definitely been looking at it for some other things that I'm planning. I just purchased a Yankee Swap Christmas gift off of Etsy. And again, I think it's a place that people do a lot of drop shipping on, as well as some small businesses, and of course the traditional vintage and handmade items that you're used to seeing. What I really appreciate is that when it comes to clothing, there's a lot more customization options that might not be available at your standard store. So as a tall and curvy woman, especially one whose size is changing a lot, it helps to have customization options. Etsy will definitely be more and more of a resource for me over the next couple of years. I'm enjoying it a lot. Next up are these cat trees that I got from Wayfair. I saw these cat trees were on sale for half off and I snapped them up because we've been looking for ways to make our apartment environment more stimulating for our cats so they fight less. They're still living separately, but we're starting to reintegrate them very slowly. So I'm just trying to get the home prepared. What I love especially about these skinny cat trees is that they're spring-loaded. It works for an adjustable height of ceiling. It's removable without making any damage into the apartment that we are renting. My thought was to put it in the corners of this office where I work. It's our second bedroom. It's our guest room / my YouTube space and our bedroom closet so that Dixie and Jupiter can climb up the little cat tree and get into the top of the closet. I've made the top of at least my closet in here in the office into a little cat zone, so they just have more spaces to go and to claim as their own. And it's more independent than us having to pick them up, put them up there, wait for them to hang out up there, and then take them down, especially if they don't want to come down sometimes. And the cats love them, honestly. They love being up high, and they love having that freedom of mobility to get up high. So I highly recommend for cat owners or for people who have cat owners in your life, and maybe you want to give them a little cat gift. Next up, I shared with you guys in the last video that I did have a gastric sleeve surgery on October 27th, and leading up to the surgery as well as after the surgery, I've been incorporating a lot more protein drinks into my life, partly because I have certain protein goals that I need to hit every day to make sure that I stay healthy. And I've got to tell you, The Ensure Max protein drinks. These ones were just surprisingly good. I got the chocolate ones because of course I did. And they just taste like chocolate milk. And I'm so impressed because the last time I've been getting like, you know, like protein bars, protein shakes, protein powder, whatever. It has that like chalky, proteiny taste and I hate that. But that was, I guess, maybe 10 years ago by now. Now it tastes great. And I'm very excited about it. I'm starting to eat more solid foods, but I still keep those protein drinks because it's an easy way to get a lot of protein and they're honestly yummy. So there's no better combo than yummy protein. There's also a chocolate Ensure Max protein drink that includes caffeine. My boyfriend takes those as like his morning coffee, wake up for work, but I can't have those because of my next favorite on this list, quitting caffeine. I have coffee here, but it is decaf. Just for the flavor. I had to quit caffeine for the surgery because for the whole 3 months after the surgery, I'm not allowed to have caffeine because I guess it does something in terms of being bad for my stomach right after surgery. So leading up to the surgery, I was also not having caffeine and it has just done wonders for me. My energy is more predictable. I would have so much caffeine every day, like it was ridiculous. I would have like 2 or 3 Starbucks drinks that you can get at the gas station, like the cans, like double espressos or triple espressos or whatever, plus my morning coffee, plus the occasional, like I'll have a Mountain Dew or a Diet Coke or like whatever soda. And it was just too much. I'm sure I was just like overloading my body. And then of course I also took my ADD meds, which include stimulants. I'm sure like my meds weren't working right and like everything was all out of whack. And when I cut out caffeine, things just kind of evened out and I can feel much better now when my medication is actually working. So if you're like me, where you drink a lot of caffeine all the time, but you're still tired all the time, I recommend quitting, especially if you're somebody who takes mental health meds. The caffeine, at least in my case, seems like it was counteracting what the meds were trying to do. It's one of those things where like it might suck for a day or two, but I just feel like the end result is so worth the first few days or a week of discomfort. But that's just me. Another thing I'm really late on, one of my favorites this year has been Studio Ghibli movies. I didn't really grow up watching a lot of anime. The past year or so, I got into Studio Ghibli movies. I just had always heard good things about them and I'd been interested in them. And I think that the first one that I watched was Spirited Away. For me, as an entry Studio Ghibli, I didn't really like it. Now I love it, but I feel like as a first Studio Ghibli, you have to pick up on every single detail of what's going on. And if you don't, you're going to miss how certain pieces thread together. Also, there's certain like characters and elements of that story that are like animated a little bit grotesquely. And I have this thing with animation. I don't get it. It just is what it is. There are certain shows that the animation style is very off-putting to me. I feel gaggy. Like certain TV shows, like Flapjack and Chowder, the like adult cartoons make me feel that way for some reason. For a long time, Bob's Burgers was that way. Now I love Bob's Burgers, but I never used to watch Bob's Burgers because the animation made me feel nauseous. I don't get it. Some of the characters in Spirited Away kind of made me feel that way. I don't know what it is. If you're a smart science person, tell me. But anyway, so finally this year, I explored other Studio Ghiblis besides Spirited Away. I really love Totoro. I love Ponyo. I love Kiki's Delivery Service. All the happy ones. I like Pompoko too. So like after getting inundated with like the storytelling style of Ghibli's and the animation style and kind of just like being more familiar with that whole world, then I was able to go back and watch Spirited Away and understand it and enjoy it much more. I just think like as an entry-level Studio Ghibli, it's not my favorite. So yeah, if you've never tried watching Studio Ghibli movies, give them a try. They're absolutely beautiful. I would say start with Kiki's Delivery Service. Let me know in the comments below what you think is the best Studio Ghibli movie to start with for the noobs. I just don't think it's Spirited Away. Next lifestyle favorite is peel and stick wallpaper. This is peel and stick wallpaper behind me, and I put up some other peel and stick in the kitchen. This is what I did while I was home for 3 weeks after my surgery. I just love the fact that it's removable. I live in a rental. There's probably gonna be some fixes we have to do before we leave, but the less the better. Painting is a much more of a hassle than putting up this peel and stick wallpaper. You can get some beautiful patterns, and again, it's removable, so it's not permanent. If you hate it, you can move it around, you can put it in a different room. Very renter friendly, and they still tend to be less expensive than traditional wallpaper. It adds so much personality and fun, and it's easy to put up. And like, especially in our kitchen, the peel and stick wallpaper just brought so much life to the kitchen. It feels good. It feels really good, and it's an easy way to refresh a space. I love it. My final lifestyle favorite, and one of the big inspirations for me during my time off while I was redecorating my apartment and recovering from surgery. There's a YouTube channel called Caroline. I will link her channel below. She's just very fun, very realistic. I found her through a video about organizing that I felt like was very on point. Loved her point of view, and I loved her editing style too. I found her a couple of months ago, and she was definitely inspirational to listen to during my time off from work for surgery recovery. And some of the things in her design videos have inspired some of the stuff that I've done around my little house. She's cool. I like her. I think she gives great advice regarding interior design and life. She's just fun and funny and cute, so I recommend checking her out. I love her videos. They're very calming as well as educational. All right, let's move on. New category. One quick hair care thing that is my favorite this year. I've been doing the curly girl method, which Sierra Schultze did a whole video about curly girl method. I've never actually watched her video, but I assume that she at least goes into detail about what it is. Basically, there's a Reddit forum called r/curlyhair. The whole thing is about the curly girl method, which is the specific way of caring for curly hair, as well as identifying more information about your curls, like how porous is it? Is it going to soak up water or not? What type of curl you have? Like, I don't have like a 4C coil. Like, that's a much tighter curl than the type of curls I have. Just other stuff like that. And it's a great community of people troubleshooting stuff with their curly hair, and like, where's a great hairstylist in this area, and they're all talking, and it's nice because my hair is a mystery. I've been using the curly girl method on my hair for a few months now. It is up in a bun right now because it's a little messy. So you're not gonna see the beautiful results. I really like what it has been doing to my hair. I also really like feeling like I have like a thing that I'm following that's like tried and true, and that other people have made the mistakes for me so I can learn from their mistakes, and you know, that kind of stuff, that kind of community. And I also really appreciate the fact that it's not about promoting expensive products, or it's not like a particular brand. It's more about a particular process and method of taking care of your hair. For example, one of the things that they recommend is using VO5 conditioners. Like, yeah, the ones that you get for $1 at the store, because ultimately at the end of the day, it comes down to the ingredients that are in the conditioner. VO5 has none of the bad ingredients and a lot of the good ingredients. And it's $1. Let me know if you want more information about the curly girl method. I could probably do a whole video about it. That's absolutely been one of my favorite things this year. Feeling for the first time like I have a method to the madness that is my hair. All right, let's get into the makeup and skincare category. Definitely the largest category. Some of this is also body care. For example, I'm very picky about perfumes and scents, but I very recently, on a whim, ordered the Ariana Grande Cloud Body Mist. She also has more like straight up perfumes, but this is a body mist. I love it. I'm so picky. But I really love this one so much. It's just such a relief to find a body spray or a perfume or a fragrance of any kind that I actually like. Like, this is complex. There's a lot of layers to it, but at the same time, it doesn't have the scents in it that make my nose go, It smells good. I think the way that they described it on the Ulta website was good. I'll put the description up. It's a good mix of sweet and spice, and I like that a lot. And not floral. I don't really love floral scents. Okay, another guys, my life is changed. Can I tell you? Carp. I could do a whole video about this as well, but my life has freaking changed. If you've been here for a while, you know I have mentioned on this channel that I'm a sweaty person. I'm probably less so now. I don't really know though, but I've always had problems finding a good deodorant that blocked my sweat and did not get all over my shirts and dresses. I have made so many subconscious decisions about the clothing that I buy, the way that I wear things, the layering that I choose to do, related to the fact that I am inevitably going to sweat through. I need to choose fabrics that don't show sweat. I need to choose colors that don't show sweat. I have so many black tops in my closet because I'm afraid of being sweaty looking, but God is good. He showed me on Instagram. Carp. Have you seen this brand advertised on social media? I've seen this on Instagram. I just bought a new 3-pack of the underarm lotion antiperspirant. This has been a lifesaver, a life changer. It does not get on my clothes. I don't have a bunch of white armpits on my clothes anymore, and it blocks my sweat. That's what I ask for. If you have problems with sweat, try this out. It's a little pricey, I'm not gonna lie. It is a more expensive deodorant, but the amount of relief from not having to worry all the time about, do I look sweaty right now? Am I ruining my clothes? Worth it for me, okay? And they don't just have deodorant, they have a ton of other products. I've tried most of them. They have a lotion for under your boobs. I could go either way on that one. Some people will like it, some people won't. They have a face lotion. For me, it was just like a little bit too intense, but I'm sure for a lot of people, like if you work outdoors, you know, there are times that this would be helpful. It is effective, that's for sure. They have sweat absorbing face wipes for a quick little thing. But the things I'm most excited about are the deodorant and the thigh lotion. Can I just say, I have had chub rub my whole life. I carry a lot of weight in the thighs. Even when I was working out, I always have some rub going on, okay? This was a lifesaver this summer, because the thing is, what I usually do to prevent chub rub is I layer up and I put shorts on underneath my skirts, but with this stuff, it does the job. So I've never experienced anything like this. It's very effective at preventing chub rub, and that's exactly all I want in my life, is to not feel pain when I walk around wearing a skirt. It's a small bottle, but it really lasts. You don't need a ton of it. I'm just now getting a second bottle of this. I don't use it daily because obviously there's days where I wear pants. The first bottle I got of this lasted me months. So like these two things from Carp have just made all the difference for me. So if you have sweat issues like me, check them out. At least start with checking this out. I'm not sponsored, by the way. Nothing in this video is sponsored. That probably sounded like I just did a sponsorship for them, but it's just true. I love these products and I'm gonna get them forever for the rest of my life. Okay, let's move on. This should be a quick one, but I know I've talked before about using Aquaphor on my lips. Oh, I should share my favorite lip balm that I take out with me because my Aquaphor bottle is so big, I'm not carrying that around. But the Sun Bum, not the one with SPF in it. This is the Wild Strawberry Cocoa Balm Moisturizing Lip Balm with aloe and coconut oil. This is the best lip balm that I have tried in a very long time. It's the most effective. My lips can get really chapped and really dry, and this, as soon as I put it on, erases all of that. I absolutely love this. And it's not very expensive, very effective. As for the Aquaphor, I'll usually put this on my lips in the morning after I wash my face and stuff, but I've also gotten into a habit of putting this on my feet because my feet can be pretty dry at times, and it's so good. This really has been healing a lot of the dryness, and I'm just really, really happy for that. I don't want to talk about it for too long because I feel awkward about it, but highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Okay, next up, This was a complete surprise. I went with my boyfriend to Books A Million, which is a bookstore that's like a competitor with Barnes & Noble. I think it's a smaller chain because I've never heard of them before I moved to this part of Connecticut. My boyfriend was looking around for stuff. It was taking a long time. I got distracted and went over into like the merch section where all like the toys and t-shirts are. And I came upon, this is the best hand cream I've ever used. This collaboration set between Mad Beauty and Winnie the Pooh. It's the Dream Among the Flowers Hand Care Trio. First of all, I've never seen such a beautiful box. It's a cardboard box, but I've kept it because it's just so cute. I don't keep packaging because like, what am I going to display? What am I going to do with this? I don't know, but it's too cute. I don't want to throw it away. But also, I didn't just buy this because the box is pretty. I looked at the ingredients on the back. The ingredients are great. It's such good hand cream. I'm trying my best not to use these too fast because I love them and I want them to last forever. They're so good. It was 3 of these for $15 at a bookstore. And they're such good ingredients. My hands feel moisturized when I put these on. I keep them with me at work, and I'm working in healthcare, so you know, you need some really heavy duty stuff for healthcare hands. It really seeps right into your hands. My hands stay moisturized over time. I love the scents of all of these because they're like a little floral, but not overwhelmingly. And the scent lingers as well in the cream. Actually, my hands are a little bit dry right now, so I'm just gonna quickly put this on. It's a little sweet too. This one is soft rose scent. I don't know anything about Mad Beauty other than I think that they're a British brand, but what a weird little find at a bookstore. I love it. Back in my work bag. Last skincare item is micellar water. Right now I use the Garnier one because this is just the one that I got like a long time ago. But micellar water in general, I have really enjoyed using micellar water as my morning cleanse instead of doing a full thing. Especially one thing that I realized when I stayed home for a couple weeks to recover from surgery, I had very limited mobility at first especially, so I was not doing my typical intensive daily routine, and my skin was fine, if not better, when I washed it less. My skin was happy with that. So I realized I had probably been over washing it, which was a thing that I did as a kid and it made me break out more. And I think that nowadays over washing it is probably, if at least, impacting my rosacea and making it flare up more and stuff. So in the morning, I've been getting into a habit of just wiping my face with micellar water and like one of these little cloth pads. Like that's it for my morning cleanse, and then I put on my toner moisturizer and get out the door. And I feel like it's effective and it's less cleanser that I have to use. And then I'll use like a full-on cleanse at night. Keep it easy, do what makes your skin happy. I've been enjoying it, and I've heard that there's better micellar waters out there than this one, so I'll be looking at more of that in the future. Okay, let's talk makeup. I told you guys about this in my last video, but just to reiterate, the Ulta Beauty Matte Eye Primer is the best eye primer I've ever used. It's my favorite. All of the makeup stuff that I'm about to talk to you guys about is on my face right now, just so you know, so you can see how it looks for yourself. This blocks my oil on my eyelids and it lays down a beautiful surface for blending eyeshadow on. I've been looking for a long time for like a good eye primer that does both of those things instead of just one. And this one has it. It's affordable. I'm happy. I don't know if it comes in other colors, but this one is a decent match with my skin tone. It looks more natural on me in the summer. It's been my go-to, my favorite, ever since I tried a sample of it earlier this year. I love it. I love it. Similarly, another Ulta Beauty fave is this facial setting spray with SPF 50 in it. I put it underneath my makeup because that's what Robert Welch says that you should do, and I trust him way more than I trust most other beauty people, especially because he has oily skin and so do I. I have like oily combo skin. So I'll do my skincare and then I'll put this on. It's very glowy. So if you want to just walk around with a glow on, then certainly save and put it on your face last. But for me, it's like a little too glowy. I like knowing that I have this layer of SPF underneath my makeup instead of having to try to find a way to put it over my makeup. And it's just such an easy way to apply SPF and it's a good setting spray for keeping my makeup in place. So easy peasy, I love it, and it's affordable because it's Ulta Beauty, like checking all of my boxes. Next up is the Hint Beauty Concealer, the Duet Perfecting Concealer. I got this in a sample set from Sephora, I think, at some point this year. I got a sample in the shade Porcelain and Fair, and another shade that was way too dark for me. The Porcelain is a little bit too light, and then I ordered the Fair, and it's a little bit too dark. So I do tend to try to mix them together. I wish that they had another shade right in between these two. They don't have a ton of shades in this, so it does miss the mark for me a little bit in terms of shade matching. But other than that, I love this formula. It doesn't look great under my eyes right now because I layered up too much stuff. When it's just this and it's the right color, it's really nice. And it's like this like cream consistency. It is a little pricey, but like this will last forever. I'm starting to get over the mentality of trying to collect a bunch of stuff. I'd rather pay more for fewer items that are better for me and keep them longer and use them. Yeah, it's a very skin-like finish is what's important to me about a concealer. This is the wrong color, obviously, but if it was the right color, imagine. I don't have a favorite foundation for this year.
Just kidding, because at the end of 2022, after I filmed this video, of course, I started using the new House Labs foundation, and it is so freaking good, man. And somehow it works for like every single skin type. I've seen people with several different skin types review it, and it works great for them. It also works great for me with my combination skin type. It's a very natural looking skin-like finish, not too dewy, not too dry. I can't really speak too much about the longevity because I'm still masking all the time at work, so I do have that obstacle in the way. But yeah, I definitely feel like it's worth the splurge. If you're gonna pay a little bit more for like a high-end foundation, I think this is the one. Like, at least give it a try. It's been a while since I've been excited about a foundation, and this one makes me excited. Just gotta say it.
But I do have a favorite blush, which I'm late on this. I know I'm late, okay? But the Milani Glowy Blushes. This is a Bella Bellini Baked Powder Blush. I just like this. I'm wearing it now. It's a nice tone for me, and I like that it has a little bit of glow in it. So if I don't want to take the additional step of putting on a highlighter, I still get a little glow without being over the top. Like, I've seen some wet look, that like glazed donut face. It's not for me, but just like a little something is nice. Another thing that I tried in a Sephora sample, Milk Makeup Cream Highlighter. This sample is lasting me forever. It's like this rose gold color. I've been using it since I got it months ago, and I haven't even gotten through this little sample, and I really like it. When I finish up the sample, I'll probably buy it. It's just, again, it's a nice like natural little shine, a little glow that's not like too heavy. I like it. I've been trying to get more into cream products and more just like kind of subtle makeup, and I feel like it's been very helpful with that. One of the things that I'm most excited about from this year, if you've been on my channel for a little while, you'll know the struggle I have had with brow products forever.
Case in point, this is me at my friend's wedding in May of this year, and would you look at those brows? I am embarrassed that they will forever stain her wedding photos. Oh my god.
And I finally found the right color for me. I have the Milani Weekend Brow Eyebrow Tint Pen in the color 130 Medium Brown. This is it for me. I'm done searching. This is all I need. I like brow pens because I like that I can like draw on little individual hairs. I like doing that as opposed to like filling in with a bunch of color, but it doesn't look like brows. It just looks like a bunch of color. So I can do that with this, drawing the individual hairs, the individual pen strokes, and the color finally matches my brows perfectly. If you've been here, like, you know, my brows are a darker color than the rest of my hair. It doesn't look so much that way now because this is the bottom side of my hair that doesn't see the sun so much. This matches my brows a little better. The top part of my hair that does see the sun has highlights in it, and so my brows look like they were dyed. This pen, it goes on my face a little bit red, I'm not gonna lie, but when you give it a minute and let it dry, it dries to the perfect color. And so I can use so little of this product and just fill in the spaces and move on with my life. It's the easiest thing, and I'm so grateful that I found at least this color, because they might have other products in this medium brown color too. So I'm very, very happy. All of these things that I'm like super excited about, they just save me so much time and so much stress, and it's just, I love this. All right, just a few things left in makeup and then we'll get to fashion, I promise. The next favorite I want to call out is, again, Ulta Beauty. I don't know why I haven't checked out more Ulta Beauty products before this year. I think everybody just talks down on them because it's the store brand, but they've got some good things. I have the Ulta Beauty Tinted Juice Infused Lip Oil. Basically what happened, at some point earlier this year, there was a deal where like if you spend this much at Ulta, then you get this huge bag of samples from Ulta Beauty, like their own brand. And I was like, okay, sounds good. One of the things that I got was a sample of this lip oil. It was the first time I had really given lip oils a try. And I love this formula. It's everything that I like about gloss and everything that I like about like a lipstick combined. I got it in this color, which is Mad for Mauve. I'm wearing it right now. It's a very nice natural color for me, and I love it. And it's my go-to, and it feels great, and it looks great. And it's cheap. I love it. Next is something a little less cheap, but probably more important to me. I have finally found mascara. If you've been here for a while, you'll know what a big deal all of these different things are for me. But yeah, I finally caved and spent money on mascara because I was like, there's no way that there does not exist in this world a mascara that can lift and curl my thick lashes. There must be something out there, and there was. So I found two that work for me. One is the Clinique High Impact Waterproof Mascara, which is what I'm wearing today. And then I have the Tartelette Tubing Mascara, which I'm not wearing today. Both of these are great. They work slightly differently, but the end result is the same, where like after I use my little lash curler, the mascara actually keeps them lifted and curled. And that's all I've ever wanted from mascara. The only difference between these two for me, for my uses, is the Tartelette Tubing Mascara on my bottom lashes. It makes them so long that they cast a shadow down onto my face. So I use the other one more for day to day, but for the most part, both of these are great. And this one is waterproof. I think this one is waterproof.
Warning, no, it is not waterproof. Turns out there is no waterproof version available as of publishing this video. Also, the website claims that it's sweat-proof, smudge-proof, like everything proof for 24 hours, but I did not find that to be true. So, while both of these mascaras are good, I have decided that I definitely do prefer the Clinique mascara.
They're both awesome. So if you're like me and you have thick, straight lashes that no mascara can lift and curl, give these a try. Okay, next up, second to last, penultimate. I finally got around to ordering some eyeshadow multi-chromes from Cliona Cosmetics, and they're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. I think they're not on my favorite list because I just don't use them that often. I think I've gotten out of that stage of where I'm looking for really colorful makeup, but now that I'm back on YouTube more, I'll probably use them more for the channel. I have two multi-chromes. They're a little pricey for sure, but you can get them on sales, and they're beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. But what I also found during that sale is Cliona puts their makeup brushes, these ones, which maybe it's a discontinued collection or whatever, they put these on sale $1 each per brush. You can see I got quite a few, and I think that there's more around in my collection, but aren't they beautiful? I mean, they're great quality. They're great shapes of brushes. Like, just look at this brush handle. I absolutely love this. I think that this is beautiful, and you can still get a nice hold on there. I've seen them go on sale multiple times for $1 each. The bargain hunter in me is screaming. They're just so pretty. So I love those from Cliona as well. Just saying. Favorite
brush find of the year by far. Finally is eyeshadow for the makeup section, and I didn't get a lot of eyeshadow this year, to be honest. I've been dealing with insomnia, so my sleep schedule has been all over the place. I don't always have a lot of time in the morning to do my makeup pretty. Another reason why I haven't been talking about makeup and fashion so much this year. So I've been focused more on fast and easy eyes. The Urban Decay Shadow Sticks always deliver that for me. These are always a favorite of mine. This is like an honorable mention because I've talked about them so many times on this channel that I figure it's kind of a given at this point. These work great on my oily eyelids. I don't even have to have an eyeshadow primer on for these to work. This is the shade Pop Off. It's a like rose gold shade. The only time that I will use this with an eye primer is if I also put eye cream on my eyelid, which I don't even know if you're supposed to do that. Let me know in the comments below. Then I'll put the eye primer on for that extra oil absorbing. This is great stuff. Just slide it on the lid, blend out the edge real quick, and you have a one shadow look. And especially these are like kind of complex. They have shifts to them sometimes. I love these. So that's what I've been doing more this year. But I also got to a place I was decluttering. And I was like, I have a lot of eyeshadow, but I have a lot of like colorful, like blues and greens and purples, or I have a lot of like grungy grays and blacks and attitude. I didn't really find myself having a lot of like pinky, neutral, normal. So I saw that Ulta had this palette on sale, the Pure Extreme Visionary palette, and it is that pinky neutral palette that I was looking for. Got some golds and peaches, rose golds, and then a nice matte brown, a matte pink over here, a matte burgundy. I haven't tried Pure eyeshadows for a while since I got a really big holiday set a couple years ago. It performed well for me. I liked the formula. With that in mind, I thought I wanted to give Pure another try, and I absolutely love this formula. People clown on Pure all the time, but I don't get it because I think it's a good formula. Like, am I alone? Let me know in the comments below. Like, especially these top two shimmers, Dreamer here and Girl Boss. I have Girl Boss on my inner corner right now. Beautiful shine. My favorite shades are those shimmers. So like, yeah, I don't know why people clown on them and clown on the formula and everything, but I love the Pure formula. I think it's great. I think it's reliable. I'll be buying more stuff from Pure the next time I need makeup, probably, or eyeshadow. I'm very happy that I got this. It's definitely a fave for me. And that's the end of makeup. Okay, let's go on to fashion. Sorry this took so long. So, with my whole weight journey this year, I gained a lot of weight, and then I was preparing for weight loss surgery, and then I had weight loss surgery, and now I'm recovering from weight loss surgery. I did not go shopping and buy a lot of clothes this year, to be honest with you. So I don't have a ton for this section, but I do have some absolute gems, the things that I'm gonna tell you about, okay? The first thing on this list is City Chic contour bras. I have found these available at Avenue. City Chic, I think, is also sold at Nordstrom and other places, but Avenue.com definitely has them for cheap. Anything City Chic is great, by the way, and Avenue has them for cheap. I don't know why, but go for it, you know. But especially their contour bras are shaped and molded in such a way, just like none of my bras have ever been before. The only thing, sometimes the straps are just a little bit too long, so I can never tighten them quite to where I want them to be. And there's at least the Bodycon contour bra. I have tried it. I did not like it. But most of the other contour bras that I have tried, and I have tried several of them because they're so affordable, they've been great for me. And it's nice to actually have a bra that is shaped in a way to give you lift, where like the cup itself does some of the work instead of all the work being done by the straps. Like the cup itself is helping out. Thank you very much. And it's not a push-up. The shape of the cup is lifting and good. It's called a contour bra for a reason. And they have a ton of different varieties of this. And I think that they're just very lovely and comfortable and shaping and very affordable, high quality. I love them. I've worn them from my biggest size. I'll continue wearing them as I lose weight. They're my go-to bras. I love them. Secondly, the whole brand of Kato,
I think that's how you say it, Cato. I kind of discovered, I knew about Cato for a while, but I had never seen any of their stores in Connecticut. Like, they don't exist in the Northeast, I'm pretty sure, at all. But I went to South Carolina for a wedding in May, and I noticed that they had a Cato store in where I was staying, so I stopped inside, and I was very pleasantly surprised by some of the items there. Now, it's like any, you know, department store kind of. So like some of the styles are not going to be for you. Some of them are going to feel a little more targeted toward an older age group. It always has to do with styling, okay? I found a lot of pieces when I was just walking around the store that I really liked. This little purse is from Cato. It was on clearance at the time. I don't know if it's available now, but I've been wearing this for 6 months because I just love it. And the clothes are very affordable before they even go on sale. They have business stuff, casual stuff, cute stuff. They have a good amount of this like boho, southwestern kind of natural feel, and that's always stuff that I like to incorporate into my wardrobe. I really love texture in clothing, so that's exactly what I'm looking for. I was really, really pleased to find this brand in person so I could actually go and touch the stuff myself. And it's good. It's good stuff. I have several Cato items that I got then when I was in South Carolina, and then a couple more that I ordered online afterward. It's a great, like, affordable brand, especially if you're looking for something a little bit more leaning boho. So just saying. Next up, if you have watched Hannah Needs to Yell, my commentary channel, you probably noticed that I've worn a lot of mesh shirts this year, and that's for a very specific purpose. I have really enjoyed playing with mesh shirts this year and layering with them. The whole reason I started wearing them on that channel was I had these big long videos that I was filming, and I was going to be sitting in front of my lights for a long time, getting really warm, and I was like, okay, I need to not be naked, but I also need to not be hot and sweaty. If it's a mesh shirt, I can be covered, but I can also have some airflow. So I started wearing mesh shirts, and it just kind of stuck, and I love it, and I'm happy about it. Most of them I have found just like online on Poshmark. Some of them I didn't mean to order from Shein, but they came from Shein, which was weird. I got at least one from Eloquii. So you can find them in a variety of places. I've just been having fun experimenting with mesh shirts this year. It's been a good time. And then finally, the last thing on this list. I have really been getting into wide leg pants this year. I think I've decided that we all need to stop pretending that we like jeans because they're uncomfortable, and we can live more comfortable lives in wide leg pants. That is my speech. But basically, I love wide leg pants. They look good, they feel good, they're especially handy for me as I was gaining weight, and they'll continue to be handy as I lose weight. And I found them from several different stores. There was this one pair that I got from Cato that I was wearing all summer because they were like super cute and lightweight and still boho feeling. I have another like purple tie-dye pair that I got from Reb Dolls, which is another store that I'm always looking on their website. That's some place I'd like to do a haul from eventually. The pants that I got from them are really nice and long, so being tall, that's important to me. And then I got these jersey wide leg pants from Torrid that I'm wearing right now. I like this little paisley print, and I like the jersey fabric because it falls very nicely, and it also doesn't wrinkle up a bunch during the day. All three of these wide leg pants, plus many more in my wardrobe, are just very comfortable. And I think that we as women in America going into 2023 just need to commit to ourselves. Allow ourselves to wear clothes that are comfortable and that we like. Just because people are trying to sell us jeans doesn't mean that we have to buy jeans and wear jeans. Maybe it is just me. It could be just me, but God, how much have I realized this past year? I don't think I ever wore jeans this whole year, except for maybe like no more than 10 times. And I've got to tell you, my life is better for it. My thighs are happier for it. Just saying.
So that's my huge list of favorites. I hope this video isn't crazy long, and I hope maybe it gives you some inspiration for yourself if you're looking for some of these things. Maybe they're good inspiration for you. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I know that this was long. If you're new here and you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Turn the notifications on because I'm uploading a little more sporadically these days. And maybe like the video, give it a little thumbs up. All of this stuff doesn't cost you anything, but it really helps my channel a lot. I gotta go. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you and your time and the fact that you are spending your time here with me. So much love. Bye.